Hello everyone! Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Spyro the Dragon. In the last episode we dealt with 2 worlds. Amazing how good I am. The first world was Cloud Temples, and then we also managed to get all the way over there to Robotica Farms. Today we are going to be jumping into Metropolis. Now, I've had several instances now in my head where I'm like, this is a Spyro 3 level. No way is that going to be the case. I believe this one is Spyro 2. Because it's going to be a stage with flying saucers in it. Cows and spacesuits. Basically farm animals in spacey sci-fi getup. Yes, the robot office worker. A pig with a rocket. Don't ask questions. Yes, this is the stage that I was thinking of.
This insurrection from the farms has got quite out of hand. We need someone to restore order. Find the inventor droid. She's been working on something big.
Yeah, the inventor droid seems to have invented cows with laser beams. Firing his lasers.
With all the budget cuts, these elevators need serious work. See, this one here is stuck. I expect it will start working again if you just give it a good whack, though.
And that, I believe, is referring to the head bash. Yes. Okay, so let's make sure we collect all the gems. Metropolis is probably going to be a short level. Oh boy, those pigs are gonna just end themselves for me. Melt the cow. I'm smelling beef on the menu. Boom. And yes, it would be beef, not veal, because these are not baby cows. They are fully grown adult cows. Ow! That is some rough bacon. Ow! Why does the bacon have to hurt me so? Maybe it doesn't want to be bacon. If they didn't want to be bacon, they shouldn't strap rockets on their backs. Oh boy. Oh boy! Oh boy. Like I said, if they don't want to be bacon... Did I miss that one? Was there another pig? Oh man. Let's climb up here, see what we've got. Let's make sure we get yellow spark. Oh, quest time.
As you can see, a vicious ox has taken over our armory. And here we thought that freezing the walkway would keep animals out. The ox is very tough. I would advise using the bombs against it, and it will probably take several bombs at that.
Okay, use the bombs against the ox. Avoid bombs that are about to explode. Okay. Boom. Okay.
Excellent work, Dragon. We can now defend our city properly. Take this visually pleasing reward.
I feel like that was a lot harder in my personal playthrough. I think it took me 15 minutes in my personal playthrough trying to get through that. And of course in my Let's Play playthrough, I don't have that kind of struggle. So I can't prove that I found it difficult. Okay. Melt the cow. Let us run around. And click. Okay. These pork chops need to learn their place. Surprisingly in 1,000 pieces as they strapped rockets on them. I don't know what they were thinking. And bash, and up we go. Okay, we are now outside. Hi there, piggies. Okay. Well, let's let the pigs do what they need to do. The inventor must be nearby. We have a big water patch full of electricity. Ow! You're not a rabbit. I don't know why you think you get special treatment. I don't know where that pig went. Boom. It's funny that these cows are probably trying to avoid getting put on the menu, but in their actions to fight against me, I'm just burning them down.
Ah, Spyro, I heard you were coming. Thank you for your efforts in thwarting this attempted coup. Please take this item, which living creatures seem to like.
I will absolutely take this. Part of me wonders if,
It's a first for Avalar, a combination power-up.
Ooh.
Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep in their spaceships must be stopped.
Take down the sheep saucers. Excuse me? Okay. So let's find the 3 sheep saucers. There's the 3rd one. Okay, so he's going in reverse order. Get him.
Excellent work. You knocked those sheep right out of the sky. Take this orb device as proof of your skill.
Why, thank you, Miss Inventor. We'll take that orb.
I knew it. Those first sheep sent out a distress call. The next wave of saucers is incoming.
Shoot down the 2nd wave. Oh boy. Well, let's get into the skies. One. Ow. Two. 3. 4. 5.
Nice flying, Airman. You've proven the genius of my double power-up invention. Here, keep this to commemorate your victory.
Now, it is a little bit of a shame that there is only one double power-up, and it is this. It would have been cool to have seen just how complex the power-ups could have gotten if given the chance to do other combos. Now we are going to be going around. And picking up the last gems. That's this one. There's some gems here. Some gems over here. Let's try to make it. Yeah, we made it. Okay, well, I knocked sparks out of existence by accident, so gotta be a little bit cautious. Let's see. Nothing else there, so let's go up another level. Grab this. Up another level. Bam! Oh, good. That gives us spark. And this gets us the remaining abilities. And now we are looking at a few more. I wonder if this is the method. So let's get back up there to the double power up. And bash. Bash. Okay. And there is our Metropolis. So guidebook. 100% done. And that is actually way ahead of my intended schedule. The adventure continues. I think the robot's expecting the pig to show up. Oh! That's gotta hurt. I think he was actually waiting for the bus and it never showed up. Until it hit him. Okay. Well... based on time and calculation, I think we are good to go with our battle against Ripto. Because one last inspection shows us that all that's left is Ripto's arena. Nothing this way. Nothing that way. Robotica Farms, the super portal. Underneath was the Speedway, Mystic Marsh, Cloud Temple, and there was nothing else. So, how many orbs do we have? We're at 96% done. 64 orbs, which I believe is in fact correct. Winter Tundra doesn't have any talismans.
Alright, Spyro. Now that you've got the orbs, Ripto's demise.
So let's go defeat Ripto.
Yeah! Yeah! Come back here, you useless animals!
Hey, Shorty, maybe I can help.
What? You again?
Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate!
So Ripto, he is a powerful magician. He uses this power gem to attack us. So we have to be careful about attacks. He's got a few phases. Starting off with, as soon as it loads up,
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
okay, so keep that in mind. Ripto will also use orb power. And the guidebook skill is perfect, so we've already failed that. Now we are collecting red orbs. I think. Okay, so any 3 power-ups. Will trigger. So, since I do want to try to go for perfect, let's start the battle over. Ripto does get powerful spells if he collects 3 orbs himself, so keep that in mind as we go through the battle. And Hunter is really bad at dropping orbs. Green is this projectile. And now we've taken damage. The Super Flame ability would also make this very easy because instead of just trying to collect orbs, you could directly attack him. So of course I'm trying to showcase the battle in its intended method. So blue is supercharge. Not really a good power-up for me. Let's go get this green one. Green. Let's get this green one again. Red is clearly my superior ability. I believe we still haven't even seen 3 reds. Ugh. Okay. So any 3 orbs. Select blue. Okay, Hunter, drop me red. Okay. Excellent, red. Okay. Blue. He's getting red. We already know that his 3 reds are this wave attack. Okay. And that's done with phase 1. So far, it is a perfect match. And what he tries to do next is summon a mechanical gulp. Now, I think he's also trying to say that he has predictive firing. Oh, blue. What is blue? What is blue? Okay. Let's get red. Fortunately, with this phase, attacking him is a lot easier. Okay, Hunter. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll just try to get to phase 3 to showcase what that looks like. Hunter. Drop an orb. Okay, now you're dropping too many orbs and right next to him. Oh. There we go. So that's phase 2. And Hunter gets knocked against the tower. And now Ripto has a Pteranodon. So we pick up Infinite Flight. So now what we're trying to do is predict his flight pattern. This would probably be the hardest phase. In the rematch that we will do with the Super Flame, because this is no different. from our regular phases. The Robo-Pteranodon falls into lava. Ooh, and so does Ripto, actually. And with the Super Gem added to our guidebook, we get Winter Tundra back.
Hey!
And everyone's excited to see us.
I don't think we could ever thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter?
Beating up.
Spyro, Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab them?
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there. Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
And with that, guys, we finished the main story of Spyro the Dragon Ripto's Rage. Now, I am gonna do a bonus episode because we are technically at the end of the game, but we still have Dragon Shores to showcase, and we are gonna be at time once credits roll. This was a fun little side project to do when I compare it to other games that I've currently set up on my channel. Kirby took a long time to get through. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is taking me a little bit of time to get through. This was a nice, short, simple series. It's probably shorter than other games to be expected, but that is because it is a retro game made in modern day. This game was, if I remember correctly, built from the ground up. So every bit of geography and geometry put into each world. It wasn't just taking the original layout and just putting a fresh coat of paint on it. It was manually sculpted and resculpted. All the character models were obviously customized and created fresh and new. All of the biomes were created fresh and new. And I believe even the voices, some of them are, I think they're returning cast or new cast, depending on the era of which they came from. Like, I think Hunter's voice isn't the original Hunter's voice, but one from one of the later games. Do not quote me on this, I have not done research. It's just a thought in my head. And so in my little text blurb, I'll have that confirmed for you guys. This has been really enjoyable. What we are going to do is we are still going to do Dragon Shores. I'm going to do a little bonus episode here at the end of the series that covers that level. I am going to redo the Ripto fight with the Super Flame turned on. So once we're done through this whole credit sequence, we're just going to cut through that battle, showcase how easy it is, just like with the Gulp fight. Except I did this in reverse. I did the Ripto fight normally first and then showcased I'm showcasing Ripto's fight with the Super Flame. Whereas with the Gulp fight, I did Gulp first and then I went back and showcased his original fight. So, yeah. Ooh, we don't want that graying out. And then to cap off the episode, I'm going to showcase the second half of the gallery because we'll have that unlocked. So basically, Dragon Shores will exclusively be Dragon Shores content. So if you guys don't want to see it, you don't have to see it, but I would appreciate you guys check it out. Some of my favorite worlds in this game, I think they come from Autumn Plains, to be honest. Scorch is probably one of the more iconic ones. Initially, I forgot that Scorch was in fact in the desert because Scorch, to me, sounds like it's a fire world. And so I thought it was what Magma Core or Fracture Hills was. Of course, it is in fact a desert level. Not even like Egyptian desert either. It looked more like it was Aladdin, Arabian Nights kind of desert themed, which really changes a lot of things about desert levels. When I now go and think about how do I want to design a desert world, it doesn't have to be Egyptian. Speaking of designs, I've been kind of passively looking at these sketchwork art pieces that we've been seeing of Spyro with the dragons. And it's so cute because like Spyro is hanging out with the artisan dragons. They're the artists. They're doing painting and crafting and sculpting. They're doing artisan work. It's actually really, really cute. Now he's looking at poetry and literature, and this dragon's looking at Spyro like, what do you think you're doing to my books? These are really cute. Praise to the artist who came up with these designs just for like an end credit sequence. Because like, definitely did not need to go this hard on some of these designs just for a credit sequence art reel. Now we have a gizmo maker with a clock. Are those hands? Did this guy build a robotic clock? That's kind of cute, actually. Future projects. You guys have probably already seen that Mario and Luigi Brothership has been showcasing daily episodes, whereas this is a every other day series. It is short, so I figured that would be a good use. Spyro 3, we won't be covering right away, but please know that we will be doing Spyro 3. It will not be 5 years. At the start of this series, I thought it was only a 3-year time difference between Spyro 2 and Spyro 1. Actually, I started the series 5 years ago, but then I had like this huge gap time between one of the episodes and the next episode. So it might actually be 3 years, and I just got that wrong. Anyways, so yeah, we won't be waiting 3 years before we come back to Spyro to finish off the Reignited Trilogy. And it won't be the last we'll see of Spyro. I do have a few other Spyro games that I've collected. I've collected 2 of the 3 games of the Legend of Spyro series, which I do have a story for that real quick. I enjoyed The Legend of Spyro. It is so cruddy that I find it charming. The voice actors of Elijah Wood and Gary Olson and David Spade voicing the characters in this game, I find to be super hilarious, because Elijah Wood obviously is Frodo Baggins. David Spade is this comedian person who has done several movies with Adam Sandler and the crew there. And Gary Oldman is Sirius Black. So it's so funny hearing these guys play video game characters in a really bad video game. Also, on top of that, when I played The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, it was just a few days before I got, for a Christmas present, a brand new GameCube, because we were having issues with our GameCube, and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, along with The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Player Guide. So I have a memory of enjoying this game simply because it's associated with one of my favorite Zelda titles of all time. And that's probably why I have so much more nostalgic of this game is so bad but so good compared to other people. And I do plan on showcasing that game eventually. Another Spyro game that I do have is Enter the Dragonfly. And then I do have the Game Boy games of Spyro Seasons of Ice and Seasons of Fire. And I do want to try to figure out how I can play that for my channel. I have a couple Game Boy games actually that I want to play for my channel, but I haven't figured out how to get to that yet. I'm still trying to figure out controller systems, because I don't want to play off of a keyboard where all you're going to hear is, as I move and click away so that I don't interrupt my recording, I don't want people to hear that. Hopefully that picked up on my microphone. If not, let's just bring this up. I don't want that. That gets annoying, and I'm pretty sure people don't like hearing that in my Pokemon game that I was playing with my brother. That has basically gone on permanent hiatus, so I'm sorry about that one. So overall, with that statement, I do want to figure out how to play some Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color games, and I'm still working on the logistics of that, because there's just so many games. There's so many games to play. Other games that I do want to try to return to, because obviously I'm returning to old projects that have more work to get to. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope had 3 DLCs. I have not touched any of those. I know that I believe I caught footage of me showing that I finally got 100% on my Rabbids file because of Palette Prime and the glitch that made it so I couldn't get 100%. Oh man, I was so frustrated and flustered and upset. It ruined my heart. So I do have that. I do have one more Phoenix Wright game in the trilogy to play, but I haven't really been motivated to turn that one on yet, just because it does play very much where I need to have some sort of guide next to me if I get hung up on what to do or what to say, because those games are actually really confusing, and I don't want to do multiple playthroughs because I messed up. I probably should, because like that's the appropriate thing to do. Mario Galaxy 2, that is a whole platform collectathon that I have not started yet. I've played the rest of the series, Super Mario 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Odyssey. Obviously, I need to get to Super Mario Galaxy 2 at some point. So I have to keep in mind of that. As I pause, because I'm pulling up graphics that I've worked on. Super Mario RPG is a series that I've built graphics for, but have not even started working on it at all, because at the time I built the graphic, we were playing Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door, and then we jumped into another RPG title. And then, of course, I do want to try to get to Mario Party at some point. But Mario Party has to play... I want Mario Party to be a series that is multiplayer throughout the entire series. But obviously, without multiple people, that one becomes harder. And not just like online multiple people, but I need local... because once we get past Mario Party 4, we're on the GameCube era, and there is no online compatibility with Mario Parties 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, that one becomes really difficult. And then, of course, we have Superstars, and Jamboree now. So lots of Mario Party to get through, and that one's just a logistic nightmare. So lots of stuff that I have planned and want to work on, but not quite there to work on it. Then there's also another side project that I want to start on my channel that involves talking about game design and figuring out what I see in a game and reviewing a game and doing that. Because like I love building graphics. I love talking about games, and I want to become a game designer. So I'm looking at all these YouTube videos of game developers who are showcasing ideas of hub world ideas, and talks about various different ways to do a hub world, and mechanic ideas like how some games handle poison or sleep or fire elements or ice elements, and I want to start working on stuff like that. But I'm not quite there yet, because obviously that's a tonal shift of what Derez Plays is like. And I do want to figure out how I want to do that. This credit reel is so long. Jesus. Oh man. I think we're getting close. We're at the special thanks. Oh my goodness. We've covered a lot. I've talked about upcoming projects. I've talked about concepts of projects that we're going to be working on, graphics that I've dealt with, the future of the channel, which, I mean, this is an easy short series. It's an easy thing. I still have not done a 5th anniversary video of my plan for the future. And I think I am still going to skip 5th anniversary for the primary fact that I thought the idea of it was that I was going to wait and talk about my 5th anniversary of Derez Plays when I had something substantial to share, and that didn't actually happen. No sheep were harmed in the creation of this game. A few Norks, but no sheep. And here is our Activision Spyro the Dragon Reignite Trilogy team. If you are part of this team and you see yourself in that photo, awesome. You guys are awesome people. This was so much fun. I'm pretty sure I commented about that the last time this popped up at the end of Spyro the Dragon. Anyways, guys, I said that I was going to go back and deal with Ripto. I think we're going to start with Ripto at the start of the next episode before we deal with Dragon Shores. With that, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me in today's episode of Spyro the Dragon. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Mash the like button and subscribe if you have not for more Spyro the Dragon content. We will see you all next time for our bonus episode. We will see you all then. Derez Plays is out.